Hi folks, my name's Darren and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Apologies, I know it's been a while. I keep saying I'm going to do more and more, but unfortunately, like I say before, life just takes hold. I don't have as much time to do anything as I'd want to before. Busy with my kids, I'm busy with the band, but I'll pop up here and there doing some things. But the one thing I did want to show you today was something I bought from the guys at Pedalnetics out in the USA. Now, I had a bit of a problem with my pedal board in that, as you can see here, this is my current board. I know the rack is gone. I got bad knees, and some of the venues we were playing, I really don't want to be carrying that rack everywhere. This does me perfectly, this HX Stomp XL and all the gubbings going on around here. But we'll get into that in another video. But I wanted a 2-foot switch, auxiliary switch for the HX Stomp XL, just to get some more functionality out of the Stomp XL itself. And to be honest with you, this does me absolutely perfectly. But what is it? Well, as you can see, it is just 2 switches on this 3D printed enclosure, and it is literally stuck down to the HX Stomp XL. Now, obviously I didn't have any room on my board to put another little 2-button foot switch, whereas I would have liked to. And you know, a lot of people are buying those on Amazon from 20 or 50 pounds or dollars. And yeah, that's all well and good, but I didn't really want to shuffle my entire board around just for the sake of a 2-button foot switch. And then I saw these guys on some of the Facebook groups based around the HX Stomp and whatnot, and I was quite intrigued, and I had a look at the website, and they've got quite a few little bits and bobs. Like, you can do just the 2-button foot switch for the HX Stomp XL. There's another one that is for the standard HX Stomp, and you can get a 1-button foot switch as well, which just does maybe an expression function, or just acts as a foot switch 7 or a foot switch 8. But I've got these acting as foot switch 7 and foot switch 8. Also came with the option of adding a custom sized stereo jack cable to connect to the correct input on the HX Stomp and then into the enclosure here. They do have customization options in the sort of colours that you would like to have the numbers printed as, or you can have different things. You have letters. You can actually customize what you want to write on there. I'm just looking at the site here now. You can have custom text. You can call it 7 and 8 for the HX Stomp or the Heloxy Duo. You're looking at foot switch 4 and 5. You can choose to have nothing on there. It's entirely up to yourself. And they do have, like I said, a couple of color customization options in terms of what you can do in terms of the enclosure, whether it be black or white. And then the labels, you can choose whether you want them in a range of different colors, including custom colors. So yeah, like, it's not the most overwhelmingly amazing piece of gear you will ever come across in your entire life. However, this board is mainly all about utility, and doing all the things that I needed to do around the HX Stomp XL. Like, I got the wah volume here, I got the power supply there, so that's much of a muchness. I got a little thingy to go out to the interface if you were to go to the desk and whatnot. Wireless and MIDI unit under there. Drops, obviously, for my drop tuner, and then a synth pedal, but then everything else is done within this. So what exactly have I programmed the switches as? Well, here you can see I've got my guitar main preset, which is the main guitar preset that I use for my guitar gigs in a couple of the acts that I've played in over the last couple of months. This preset does me very well. I'm not going to go into the preset now, might do that another time. But what I have done with this is I have assigned one of these foot switches, which is foot switch 8. If I go, you might be able to see it here, to change to an acoustic preset, and then I can change back if I want to. So that's really handy for me to be able to do that and just sort of change as I'm going along. really helps things, that I can just quickly go from an acoustic preset if I'm playing a song with a bit of acoustic in, just quick switch. There's a slight delay, a slight little bit of a lag but that's more this than this. And to be honest, when you're playing live, you can't really tell. No one's come up to me and said, "Oh, there was a bit of a dip between the acoustic and electric sounds." Like, no, you don't get that. I'm not that precious about it. I used to be. I used to, I used to have the rack or the helix where it was all on one preset. No, I don't have to do that anymore, and this is a lot more friendly in terms of what I needed to do. So, like I said, I go from acoustic to electric, guitar main to acoustic, etc, etc. And then what I've also got here is, just for the sake of convenience, pressing that button there to go to my main bass preset, which is the main preset I use in my main band, as well as any stand-in gigs that I do. I have created a few other presets for things around that, but these are the main ones. Now, for foot switch number 8, what I've actually got here on my bass main, if I press number 8, it takes me to my synth presets, which is everything on the C4, and I've got it MIDI programmed here. So anytime I press one of these, it actually switches the preset on the source audio C4 synth via the I've forgotten what it's called, the disaster area micro ghost or micro G host. So it goes out of there, into there, and then into there, just as like a little in between to make sure I can control this via MIDI from this. And then if I just want to go like that again, oops, sorry, wrong one, back to that, back to my bass one. I can just go, do all that, happy days, go to my guitar main, acoustic, guitar, acoustic, bass, synths, bass, synths. So yeah, it's really, really cool. I just love the fact that it doesn't take up too much space on the board. If anything, it doesn't take any space up on the board, and it fits nicely into the hard case that I've got for this board as well. I do have a con, however, and it's more of a personal thing for me. Now, the con I have is the way that it is shaped. You would assume that it would go just along the edge here where the lip comes before this display here. Now, it does obviously do that, but the issue that I have size 12 feet, and I either wear big Vans or big Jordans or big boots to gig. So getting to this foot switch here can be a pain. Now, I'm not sure if that'll be helped if I go like this and pull this off. I'm not going to say it's going to help that much, to be honest with you. If anything, it helps having a topper on there, so I don't have to press the entire foot switch. I can just maybe go on the edge just to clip it. That is the only con that I can find with this. Yes, it's 3D printed. It's not a metal enclosure, but it's sturdy. I've had this for 2 or 3 months now, and it's been stomped on many, many times already. It's doing well, to be honest though. I mean, I've been playing around with it, everything you can do, so you just think it's just a secondary switch for this, rather than sort of get something MIDI. You can just program whatever function you want with it, whether it be a snapshot change, anything along those lines. So how does it work? Nice and simple. It's an auxiliary switch, so I'm just going to take you here. Okay, and you can have a look here at the global settings to start. Go over to foot switches. Now, it's important here that you set Stomp 7 and Stomp 8 to FS7 function and FS8 function, because if you have it anything else, you can change it to a tuner, bank up, bank down, preset up, snapshot down, toggle the expression. So many different variations of what you can do with these switches, but I just have them as Stomp 7 and Stomp 8. Command center, if you scroll over here, in this particular preset, I've just got it set to my 26C preset as a command. 26C is my bass main preset. So yeah, that's about it. That's nice and simple. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play a bit of guitar now. So yeah, like I said, this is just to play a bit of guitar, just to show you the basic things, you know what I mean, just just to show you where the switching goes. So But then what happens if we want bass? Well, I press this button and all of a sudden I have a bass. Oh, but now I want my synth. Let's just press this button here. Back to normal. Now we grab a pick, bit of overdrive, bit of chorus. So there you go, not exactly the most groundbreaking thing in the entire world, it just works. It's well built. Jason at Pedalnetics, I believe, is a one-man operation, so there may be a little bit of a wait time on something, but it's worth the wait if you want something that is going to be sturdy, doesn't take up any extra pedal board space, and quite frankly, just works. I will link the website and Facebook group to Pedalnetics in the description below. Like I said, I bought this out of my own money. I have not been provided any fees or anything for doing this. I'm not really a big enough YouTuber for anything like that, so I'm not going to make any arguments there. But he's a great guy. He helped me out with a couple of glitches I had to start with about the foot switch 7 and 8 thing. But make sure if you are buying one of these, you read the instructions on the website and the ones that are provided within the box as well. Well, that's it from me. Thanks very much, guys. Much appreciated. Thanks for bearing with me. If you have any questions about this or any of the other videos on my channel, then make sure you stick it in the comments below. Subscribe to get notified when I do other videos as and when I do them. I apologise, not that regular, but thank you so much for the support from everyone as always. Until then, ta-ra guys. Stay safe. Bye. Oh, hang on. Bye. Yeah, it's been a while.